And Citizen Sleeper continues. The last part, the credits rolled. But maybe that's like the main storyline done for now, but the game continued afterwards. So, I continue. You spend some time drawing with Mina, while Lem cleans up the place. After her bedtime, you share a drink with Lem. This gives you energy. Yannick's trust. Yeah, why not? Let's advance that up. I'm out of dice. So, and cycle time again. I've got a reroll option here. Not the best of dice here, so I need to think about. Okay, it didn't really improve. But it's okay. Keep on to Yannick. Done. You almost laugh when you see it. The same small recorder stuck to a different wall this time. Written across the fluorescent tape is that familiar word, sleeper. You grab it quickly. Rabia says sorry. Sabine's voice sparks up once again. She said she didn't have time to brief you before setting you up with the old man. I'm sure you've got to play by now. Earn his trust, work the block. Then we need you to get into his office. A pause. It's risky, but obviously you're the only one of us who doesn't already know. Either way, we need to locate the link to Esnarp. You hear a shout in the background of the recording. Rabia says be careful. Sabine continues. The data suggests there's some relay processing the implant data and sending it to SNR, but we can't lock down its position. Either he is moving it, or it's moving itself, or it is rerouting through other relays. We can't understand it. Maybe you can find some details on it in his office. Once he trusts you, you should be able to get close enough to get in the office. You'll get one shot at this. The recording creaks and whines. That's the final piece of the puzzle to end this. A pause. Good luck, sleeper. I'm sorry too. Be safe. The recording clicks off, leaving you in silence. You pocket the recorder just in case and walk away. Looks like it's up to you. To expose Yannick, I've got to find the SNARP relay. Critical action here. Find the relay. Yannick has asked you to collect his medicine from his office. It's a +1 on the dice. I've not got very good dice here, so I'm not going to try it this time. Have a look around at what else. What else have we got? There's the greenway. There's still stuff to work on over here. And I'm gonna need spores. And the only way to do that is this risky option over here. And it's a +1 on the dice, so I might try with that one. I got 2. Good. Come over here, put them in here. And then beyond that, I've got the fungal beds. And then it's wait time again, 4 cycles for the fungal growth. And from that fungal growth, I really need one of these club head samples so I can complete that. And pretty crap dice. Go to the hub. I'm working on some stuff here, so the minus outcomes here is I lose a bit of money. I could lose a bit of money or lose some energy. When I try this, damn it! No progress made. Come back down, go in here. Use up the crop dice. Which is done. Data-wise, I've got some of these. And that is it. I'm out of dice and get out in the cycle. See what happens next. I'm tempted to re-roll, but I don't know. I've got reasonable. It's time to find the relay now because I can put this one in here. It adds 1. Critical action. Relay located. You look at the countermeasure on the drawer, it looks like some kind of shock trap. If you grab the drawer, you'd likely have thousands of volts running through your system right now. You wince. Once you find the anchor points, it comes way easily enough. You prise it from the drawer quickly and quietly, then listen for footsteps in the corridor outside. Nothing, all clear for now. You slide the drawer open, looking for other countermeasures that might be inside, expecting to see a chunk of tech, the relay. But as you slip it open, all you see is a handful of wires and an empty implant cradle. Is this some kind of mistake? You freeze for a moment, unsure what to do next. Why keep an implant cradle so carefully guarded? You remember Yannick having an implant, a small plate on the side of his head just above his ear. You assumed it was for hearing or vision. Those shimmering glasses of his come back to you in your memory, his strange movements, his speech. You look again at the cradle, and there it is, printed on the frame. Proprietary technology, property of Essenart. Rabaya said the relay moved. What, they couldn't get a fix on it? What if Yannick was the relay? The thought hits you like a shock. Yannick with a remote relay implanted in his head, networked to every single implanted enforcer in the low end. A shudder runs through you. Is he even in control, or has Essenart wormed its way into the man? Could he even be considered separate from the corporation itself? You think of your own legal status as proprietary technology, a puppet with cut strings. Time to cut Yannick's strings then. You reach around inside the cradle and find it a remote connection, a tiny bead of a transmitter likely controlling the link to Essenart. There it is. You pause for a moment, then you squeeze it, snap it from the frame and it crumples, sparks, dies. It takes a moment before the shouts come, before the scream. and you are already on your way out down the corridor, down through the unit that serves as the lobby to Yannick's office. Then out onto the walkway where Yannick lies still, enforcers gathered around him bemused. You can approach or leave. I will approach. You push through the crowd and there he is, still crumpled. You arrange him a little, lie him down properly, feeling how thin his body is under his suit. You wonder how long he has been like this, a puppet for SNRP. With the connection cut, nothing remains but his body, which means that Yannick the man was gone a long time before. You place a hand on his chest. You are sorry for him, but it is done now, and you did not kill this man. You've seen enough, the connection is cut, and whatever Yannick was or had become is gone. Your anger is a hardcore in your chest, and all of it is focused on SNRP. Speak to Rabaya about what happened, and I've got an upgrade. One upgrade. The low end is wild with stories about Yannick's death. You are still waiting for Rabaya to get in touch, but you trust that she will. Cycle clock. So, I've got to wait on that. So what else is there? Come up here again. Ah! I've got a bit of a better chance this time. Ah! All right. Progress. All I've got left now is... Oh, bliss. No way, Moritz. You take those substandard filters back to the shithead heels who sold you them. You hear the voice echoing out of the bay as you pass, and moments later what you assume is Moritz drifts out with it, dragging a pallet of filter cartridges by a tether. Hey, you out there, the same voice echoes out of the entrance, looking for work. Who, me? Everyone on the station is looking for work. Get in here. The voice is coming from someone shorter than you expected. She is floating in the microgravity of the docking bay beside a half-deconstructed life support unit that looks like it might have exploded at some point. She points a wrench in your direction. You know anything about these things? She doesn't make for an answer. Scratch that. Just help me with the casing. It's a mechanic. Help her or stay put. Alright then. She deftly moves around the unit, making space for you beside the central seam in the dented case. Just take a grip here and lift out and up, and then I can get in and unbolt it. She whacks the unit with the wrench. The whole thing is twisted as shit. You dig your fingers under the casing and lift it away, the metal squealing with the force. She puts her hands under, spinning the wrench to slip out the bolts, catching them in her other hand when they are spiral free. All good. The casing lifts off, revealing the ornate piping of the unit's interior. She whistles at the mess of ducts and filters. By the way, everyone calls me Bliss. She pats you on the shoulder, offering little in the way of an explanation. What do you do here? Is this your bay? Repairs, fit-ups, tear-downs. Bliss starts pushing and pulling at the ductwork, looking for fractured pipes. We haggle for contracts, but the good ones get snapped up quick by the bigger bays. So here I am trying to get this M2 unit running again for one of the freelance tugs, small-time stuff. Hold this. She rips out a ribbed pipe and hands it to you like a freshly caught fish. We turn stuff around fast and neat, and maybe we get a chance at landing something bigger. Something starts hissing in the unit, and Bliss quietens it with a precise whack. But to be honest with you, the way things are going, I already see other crews licking their lips, ready to take this place over. She looks up at you. I'm almost out of luck. What happened? Long story, some people just can't keep promises. She keeps working, twisting aside pipes with care. There we are. Bliss pulls her hand from deep inside the unit, and out it comes, clutching a lump and cube scorched black. This thing must have overloaded and popped half of itself out the side. You both duck down to the side of the unit and spot the exit wound, its edges fringed with more scorch marks. Grab me a replacement converter from the racks, will you? Head to the rack. You kick off from the unit and drift over to the wall racks where a catalogue of parts sits secured in clamps. Coloured tape and scrawled notes flutter across the wall, a complex organisational system of Bliss's own design. It's just a big mess. You try to pick out the right part. Is it the PC transformer? An M2 converter. She asked to grab a replacement converter. So it's either the M2 converter or the F4 converter. Go for M2. You grab the part and push back to the unit. Bliss holds out an arm and you pass it over. The converter is spinning gently as it leaves your hand. Perfect, you passed. She strengthens up for the unit. That is if you want to work here. Bliss rubs her hands clean, looking down at her palms. Truth is, I need a hand here. My partner skipped out on me and left me with a whole mess. You seem like you might at least be better at spotting a clean air filter than Moritz. I'll be happy to. Wait, she frowns at the ranks. That's not all of it. My old business partner, they rinsed the place, emptied the accounts. To bid for jobs, we need to put down deposits. Bring in parts, pay tug fees for what? She looks nervous, embarrassed. We need sheets. You want me to pay to work? Come on, it's not like that. We'd be partners, straight split. Bliss settles herself against the unit and looks off into the distance. I guess I look pretty stupid. Here I am asking any random passerby to be my business partner. No offence. She manages a smile. It is pretty weird. I get it. Thanks, she meets your eye. I appreciate it. Bliss goes back to working on the unit. Look, it's no pressure. You find the money, or you find someone who has, or you just forget the whole thing. It's up to you. She gestures for you to help her refit the casing, and you both slot it back into place. I think I'm good to wrap this one up for now, but if you're into it, come back and we can bid on a new contract. Something to get our teeth into, something that pays. She gives you a serious look. You can trust me. I don't say this stuff lightly. You kick away from the bay, propelling yourself back to the handholds at the entrance. You slip out with a wave, and as you do, someone slips back in. You hear Bliss as you glide down the passageway. Moritz, I swear to God, if those filters aren't clean. You smile. Seems like this could be interesting. New drive? The lounge. Buy a spacer meal there. The gimbal sells itself on its spinning sphere, which claims to produce therapeutic gravitational effects. It doesn't, but they sell food. Grab a meal and replenish some of that energy. Bliss's Bay. A scam or an opportunity? Bliss seems solid enough, and this might be your best chance to get into the hub's repair trade. It's going to cost 80 with a 20% discount. Not too bad. Seed money. Partnered with Bliss. Bliss is bidding on jobs at the hub. It'll take a few cycles and some perseverance before one comes in. Gotta wait. So all I've got now is a couple of crap dice. So spend them in here. What is this? Harden agent. The security protocols on this agent are serious stuff. What are Harden's collaborators up to? I need a max dice to do that one. Oh. Stuff has changed here. And I have to say that something good must come from that if it needs that kind of dice. Ending cycle. Crap dice, reroll. Better. Got anything here? Help Bliss complete. Hack Harden's network. So there's stuff to work on. Gotta repair, gotta wait on that. Still working on Weightless Wonder. Done it. Which is cool. Keyshow capsules. Spacer sleeping berths. Looks like it's another home. You can rent a capsule, the only place to sleep on the hub. Hacked off a colony ship and boated to the ring, they are surprisingly expensive to rent. 48 cryo. Nah, I'll pass on that for now. So I've got things in a wait cycle at the moment. I think this is an opportunity to head in here and find out what these are about. That's a 2. That's a 2. So that's low end stuff. That one's a 4. What's this about? Hardened agent port unlocked. Aha, you slot the ripper worms in there. The worm makes a little nest among the agent's data. Enjoy your stay, little friend. What else have we got here? This one. And this was a max. Max dice. So that's unlocked another port and another worm. So that's cool. That's a worm. What I've got here, Fang. As you walk into the temple, you quickly spot Fang arguing with Jenna. Keep your distance or approach. You come up behind Fang and he turns and notices you. Jenna stops mid-tirade as you arrive. She turns to you again. You here to vouch for this layabout? I am? Or stay silent? Your silence feels long in the echoey temple. Fang starts to speak, but Jenna cuts him off. Forget about it, you're done, Fang. Jenna turns on her heel and walks away to the bar. Fang turns to you. Could have done with you getting here a minute or so ago. He glances back at Jenna. Well, either way, it looks like I'm fired. Good news is that it doesn't look like I need the job anyway. He takes out a slate, pushing with a pale light. Now let's take a look at what you are really here for. The slate is a whirring mess of code streams coming direct from the ripper worms as they dig through the agent's data and spin it into threads for the slate to pick up. Anything good, or looks like junk? Fang scrolls the display with a finger. A lot of junk. A lot of dull as hell message threads, a lot of tedious data catches, but Fang's eyes flash. Definitely some good stuff. He stops the screen scrolling on an entry and expands it. Check this out. Fang shows you the screen. You see a bold corporate logo, not Solheim's, and a word below. Conway. Fang, he's working with Conway. Conway Extractions. Fang nods. He's been speaking with them personally. Got a whole chain of messages here, but it's mostly encrypted or redacted. He rubs his head. Damn it, this is juicy, but we can't nail him with it. He scrolls some more. Wait, what's this? A wasteland reclamation facility right here on the eye. He glances at you. What's the bet this place is tucked into the wastes? The wastes? It's the section of the eye Erling couldn't reclaim, was too damaged to cut off. Back before the collapse, people would have got there by going down the connected spoke from the hub. But that spoke's broken now, so the only way is the long way, around the rim, past the greenway. He shows you on his slate. Fang looks away, thinking, Conway have been making moves on this system since the collapse. I heard they took over one of Solheim's old boat colonies a while ago, moved everyone out and reclaimed the whole rock. Why work with Hardin? What's their angle? Hardin has to be offered them something. Fang looks back at the screen, but if Hardin is involved in it, then we need to check it out, simple as that. So what's next? Fang stares out into the middle distance. We have to get to that facility. The answer to whatever Hardin has been prepping, been planning, has to be there. And we are going to catch him in the act. Give me 5, maybe 6 cycles, and then I'll see you on the greenway. I seem to remember there's some old service docks on the outer shell up by the Haifa building. Should be a good place to meet. Fang squeezes your shoulder. Thanks again, Sleeper, for sticking with this. I haven't forgotten about that tracker of yours either, but I'm going to need to be back in my bay to pull a solution together. He turns the slate around to face you, showing a massive scrolling code. I've been working on a fix in my breaks. He winks. Thank grins. See you soon, Sleeper. And he walks out the door of the tambour without looking back. Upgrade. Drive. So I've got 2 upgrade points now. I could get hard to kill, keep 2 dice even when the condition is breaking. Or continue to save up for 3 points in something. So I'm guessing the new one that's opened up is over here. Service dock. Why is it that you always have to wait for Fang? When is he going to be the one waiting for you? I gotta wait on that as well. Can do a bar shift. I got 1 great dice left. Ah. Get my energy up. And I've got to decide where to... Everything's on a wait cycle right now. Buy a meal. Nothing to do up here. Get 16 cryo for doing that. Doesn't seem bad. Oh, I hit air. Got the chance to get 24 cryo. I also have 8 of these. $24 cryo gained. Sure, the only thing that's left now is if I can find it. Let's input 5 of these over here. And I get a vial stabilizer. Handy, so I don't have to buy the next one. Great. Ending the cycle. Ending the video part. I've got 31 minutes on the clock. And see you next time.